Welcome. This is Scoring Beyond Points with Alfred Davis, your boy right here. Today, I really want to talk about how we can score points today. Score points as soon as possible. A lot of us as players want to score more points, but we really don't know how. And so today I'm going to give you those tips on how we can do that. So if you have a game tonight or you got a game tomorrow, take some of these tips and then I bet you're going to score more points in that game. So let's get on with it. But before we get on with it, please like and subscribe. Come on, I need your help. Help me out. All right, so let's do it. So how to score points. Number one, you have to be aggressive and intentional. So if you're aggressive and intentional, that is so important because you can't just be aggressive and just go out there and just chuck up anything and then be missing or make a mistake or do something wrong and then you get pulled off the game because of that. You have to have that intent behind it. So you have to really be locked in on that day. So how can you be now aggressive but also be intentional? It's all about how you do things. So number one, intent. You want to now run with a purpose. Like you're running to the ball. You're ultimately telling the ball, hey, come to me. You may have heard that term that the ball has energy. Yes, it feeds off of the energy that we give to it. So if you get a pick and you come up, you need to come off of that with the right intentions, right? Really aggressive with intention to grab that ball and knock it down or take it to the hole, whatever you're going to do, that intention to score with it, right? Yes, but you also have to understand you have an offense that's going on. Number two, you have to be intent on what is going on. Right? So number one, if you're swinging that ball, don't be swinging that ball all lazy because you're mad because you're not open and now you're like, ugh, I gotta pass it. Ugh, I gotta pass it. No, you want to swing that thing because if your teammate's open and he's able to knock that down, you think he's gonna pass it back to you? Yes, he will. So you have to also swing the ball also with an intent to what? That it's going to score. Number three of this part, you have to now follow your shot or follow somebody else's shot because the easiest way to get points is putbacks, right? You get down, somebody misses an easy layup. What are you doing? You're tipping that back in, right? You get a rebound, give them a pump fake, go back up. That's an and one, right? Listen, that's an and one. You give them two pump fakes. So let's say he doesn't go on the first one. You really sell it on the second one. He gets up in the air, boom. Yeah, and one, right? So now you got your points, right? You got a rebound, points, and then a free throw. So maybe 3 points right there. Right there, that's giving you more points. Okay, so what else can we do other than now just that? Steals. Steals is very important to get in points. You can get easily 4 points off of steals. So let's do this. Let's say two steals a game. But how is that possible? Yeah, so now, the hardest one is now stealing it from the actual ball handler. Unless you're really good at defense, it's hard. But an easy tip for that is that right when that ball leaves that ball handler's hand, so the ball's here and it leaves his hand, you attack. You attack and go get it. Boom. It's easier to do it that way. All right. The real one is now off ball. When you're off ball and you're guarding your guy, right? So you're guarding, you got your arm up like this, right? You guarding them, but who's going to pass it? I wouldn't pass it to him or I'll go over dribble handoff to him, right? Because you're too close. You need to step back a little bit. You can even put your hand down, but you have to be aware because right when you give that illusion that you're not really guarding them like that and that ball's in the air, you have to attack it. But do not, if you're guarding like this, do not attack the ball with your inside hand, right? A lot of us, even me, I'm right-handed, right? So a lot of us would want to go with our dominant hand, with our right hand and reach over. If you do that, see, look at me. Look at my body. I'm here, right? And I reach over, I'm turning. And a lot of times, that split second, that ball's already to my defender. Now my back, now I'm over here, and my defender's, and the guy I'm guarding is behind me, easy layup, right? Now you made a mistake. But if you're like this, and you go like for the reach here, if you miss it, you're still guarding him right here. He ain't going nowhere, right? But yes, attack that ball. You can easily get 2 steals a game off of that. and get 2 easy layups, right? Off of the putbacks, right? Following the shot. That's another easy. I think you can get 3 offensive rebounds and 2 of them you can score off of. So one will be 2 and another one you do the pump fake twice, and let's say you miss it and you get a free throw right there. How many is that? That's 8 points. 2 steals and 3 offensive rebounds right there. That's 8 points, right? So that's huge because if you're already averaging 10, what? Now you're at 18. Or if you're averaging 5, what is that? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 13. Like, come on now. That's how you can get some more points. All right. Next thing, free throws. Come on now. We got to make our free throws. It's important to make these free throws. All right. Yes. Whatever you have to do, get your routine down. But when you're shooting your free throw, right, you may be all in your head or you may not be thinking about nothing. I don't know. But the thing you should think about is just your form, right? Because as you're practicing in practice and by yourself or even at the game, if you're just focusing on keeping the same form because you know that's what's going to go in, you just focus on your form, it's going to be automatic. That's in there. All right. There's another tip right there. Come on. I'm giving you all this free game. Come on now. Please like and subscribe. Come on now. I'm giving you this game. Okay, let's continue on. All right. So now shooting period. Oh man, you have to do this in practice. I talked about how you have to be aggressive with intention, right? So in practice, you have to be running off those screens hard and getting that rock and pinning it up. Because in practice, this shows your coach and it shows your teammates, hey, you swing this ball to me, you're getting an assist. This is money, right? And you get consistent with shooting that and you're doing it in practice, showing them. And what in the game comes, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, he's wide, oh, he's open, give him that. That's easy assist. Boom. A lot of us, we lollygag in practice and we be missing and we in the game, we're like, hey, why ain't nobody passing the ball? Because you ain't making no shots, bro. So you have to be in practice making shots and really be aggressive and running full speed, game speed, so that it doesn't change when you're in the game and knock them down. All right. The last thing we're going to get into, really, it's the last thing, but we got some more stuff to really talk about, is really your attitude and discipline. Attitude is a huge thing. Yeah, you shouldn't be coming in a game like, oh, I'm about to score all these points. Okay, cool. Can you back it up, right? If your attitude is, hey, I'm about to drop 40 and you can back it up because you put in the work, hey, I have no problem with having that attitude. But if you are only averaging 2 points, 5 points, bruh, that's not the attitude to have. The attitude is going to be like, hey, I'm about to get 3 of these offensive rebounds. I'm going to get 4 tip backs and I'm going to get 2 steals. And then from there, I'm going to be knocking down my wide open shots, right? I'm going to be aggressive. So your attitude has to be correct. You have to be ready. Discipline. Right. Now that you're running aggressively, you're running fast, you can't be having dumb mistakes. You got to be disciplined. You can't be now getting the ball, right? You got the ball. Now you're all happy. Now you just running full speed down the lane and you get a charge. Come on, man. That messes up the whole offense, man. The coach get mad. The refs look like, oh, this guy's wild, so he ain't calling no fouls for you. All of that. So this is very important because now with discipline, what if they're playing a 2-3 zone, right? Now you get that ball and you want to go to the hole, but there's 3 people down there on that 2-3 zone, right? You can't just go down there and get some easy buckets because it's all blocked up. It's all crammed up right there. So now this is the discipline part. They're in a 2-3, you go off, you still got to dribble. A lot of people don't do it. They think just swing, shoot a 3. No, you got to dribble, penetrate to the middle, and then kick out to the 3, right? Dribble penetration, kick out to the 3, knock down. Now he got a more wide open 3. Then they get out of that zone, and then now it's all open. That lane's open now. Now you're going and doing your work, all right? Because you could be a shooter, you could not be a shooter, but that helps, right? That's why you have to be disciplined. The next thing on being disciplined is really paying attention to time management, right? If there's only a minute left in the game, you shouldn't be throwing up wild shots, right? Right? You shouldn't be getting the ball, trying to throw it up 10 steps behind the 3-point line. Like, oh, I'm being aggressive. No, this is what Alfred told me to do. No, I didn't tell you to do that. I told you to be aggressive, but you also got to be what? Have an intention and you got to be disciplined, right? So you have to also make smart plays. Lastly, pay attention to the foul count. So if you know that they're in foul trouble, that's easy buckets. Hey, boom, you're being aggressive, get the hoop, body, put it up, boom. But you're not going to get all the calls. So the first quarter, as soon as you start playing, you have to show the refs that you are being aggressive. Because then later on, they're going to start calling those fouls for you. But if you just out of the blue, it's fourth quarter, now you want to be aggressive, they're not going to call that foul for you. You got from tip off, you have to be aggressive and make body contact because the refs are human. But they're looking at like, okay, who's aggressive, who's not. Okay, he's getting hit a lot. Okay, let's start calling these fouls. Get him to the free throw line. So you also have to be smart, because you're also dealing with the refs. So you have to know, hey, you might not get the calls, but now you're getting a call, but don't be trying to yell and cuss them out, bro. Just be like, oh man, come on, that was a foul. Okay, he didn't say nothing, keep on going. Then later on, when there is a foul or it's a timeout or something, just run up to him like, hey, what happened? What can I do to get that call? He might just say, I missed it. And I'm like, okay, my bad. Okay. All right, next one. And then go back and do it again. Right, you got to be smart. But if you have a bad attitude and you cussing them out, he ain't gonna want to call no fouls for you, right? So be smart about it, right? So these are the tips that's gonna help anyone start scoring more points today. All right. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Your boy is out. Peace.